Hello YouTube followers, this is Carly from the Arns Alaska Life, and this morning I ran to the store to grab some eggs. I was out of eggs on baking, and I ran into something that I've been looking for all over, and I found canning jar lids. Now, I've never seen this brand before, so I decided to bring home some regular mouth ones and some wide mouth ones, and I wanted to compare them for you guys so you guys can see the differences that I observe, and then you can make a decision for yourself if it's something that's reasonable. I still have not found any Kerr or Ball brand canning jar lids in Alaska. Not just the lids. I did find this bands and lids, and it was $6.99 for this, so it's a little bit more expensive than your typical band lids only, which is usually about $3.50 here in Alaska, maybe a little bit cheaper in the States because I know Alaska runs a little bit more expensive. But here's what I found. Stay tuned. Okay, so here are the four that I'm comparing. We have the Ball, and this one came out of this package. This is a new package that I found up at an Ace Hardware store in Talkeetna this summer. And it was the best deal. They had these at Fred Meyer's in Eagle River, but they were like $9 a package. I was not going to pay $9 for my lids. This is the new brand, and it's called Yes I Can. And then on the lid it says 2 lumps of sugar. It actually has a pretty good feel to it. This is out of a Kerr box. I did compare the emblem to make sure, but it is, and I have some unopened boxes in my pantry, but I just didn't want to open another one. These are ones that have just already been opened and are waiting to be used. And then this one, this is a one from Amazon that I ordered probably last fall. And when they came, I just thought, there's no way, like, I can't use this. But, you know, in the on the website, it said that they were actual ball canning lids, which anybody who has any canning experience would know. First of all, this symbol is a little bit tricky, but they're very loose in the package. And then when you pull them out, they're very thin metal. So they just don't compare at all. I was thinking maybe I could try them, and then I thought there's no way. Like, I'm gonna risk not only my product, but I'm wasting my time. If say, you know, 30% don't seal, that's a lot of waste. So I'm actually going to reorder these, and I'm going to move my actual canning jar lids into the front. So Ball is going to come first. This one has a, oops, I can see I'm losing focus. Right, come on, back into focus. Wow, that's weird. This actually has a good amount of rubber on it. And you can see it has a nice little like texture, so that way as you seal it onto the jar, or like twist your rim on, it's already going to start to get a seal. And it has coating on the inside, so you don't get a tinny experience. This is the Kerr, and actually I don't know if you can see, but these ones are really similar. They have a lot of rubber. I'm going to try to move these without getting them out of focus. There's actually like a raised amount of rubber. Look, you can check that on both of them. I mean, I would guess maybe 2 millimeters of rubber. These are high quality. Then, let's zoom out so we can see what we're doing. We have the Yes I Can lids. Now these lids I got at the Three Bears, which is a grocery store that we have in Alaska, and then I think they're maybe in the Northwest. I'm not 100% sure. This 24 pack was $3.99, $2.99. It was super cheap. So I was like, well, I'm willing to risk it. This one, I don't know if you can see, it actually has a good amount of rubber. I'm going to do the same technique as before. That seemed to work good. I'll zoom in. It has a fair amount of rubber. I don't know if you can see, but it's a little bit less thick. Now, if I had to guess, I would say maybe half as thick as the actual Kerr or Ball. But it still has a fair amount of rubber. It has a nice texture. One thing I noticed, this is the only lid that I pulled out. Let's see if I can find the spot. When I was looking at it, I think it's right here in this corner. It actually has an uneven amount of rubber. So right in this little section right here, there is a little bit more rubber seal than the rest of the lid. And so I was thinking, you know, as far as like the process, it's not as precise of a process. And that might affect sealing. But I would still say that for the price and for the amount of rubber, it seems like a pretty good quality lid. And this one also seems like it's got a little bit of a coating. You can see this one's already scratched, and I've literally just pulled it out this morning. And it's not quite the same as the coating on this one. You can see it's a little bit more transparent. And as far as long-term canning, that may wear down over time. For something like jelly that you're going to go through pretty quickly, I wouldn't mind it. This is the one from China that I did not use. I pretty much sent them all back. This one was one of the packages that they said, oh, keep it. We don't want it back, but here's your money anyway. So here's Kerr. Yes, I can. And then the, you know, ball, quote unquote. Now this one has even less rubber. I'm going to try to zoom in here so you can see. It's really thin. It's also missing quite a bit of texture. And this is just the one that I thought, there's no way, it's not worth my time. There's the dimension on that Kerr. And then try to get the dimension on the, yes I can, but this one here, I'm going to say not a lot of dimension. It's very thin, and even though the cost was right, it was not an actual ball canning lid, and it was not one that I was willing to risk. Again, wasting like my canned salmon. Not going to can canned salmon. I really don't want to can my berries with that either because, you know, that's a lot of product, and it's my time and the sugar and the pectin and everything else. And I mean, what a waste. What a waste of my time, but what a waste of my money. So I'm going to give these a chance. I'm probably going to do like a test batch of, I don't know, maybe some salmon or chicken for the cat. And then these ones I thought I'll save for like a art project or something. Or sometimes I do like the dry soup mixes in a canning jar as a gift. And that would be fine because, again, it's just capping a lid. And it's nice and new, and that's fine. But that's the only reason that these are still in my pantry. These I will use as needed for my salmon probably, because that's the product that I really don't want compromised. Anyway, I hope that was helpful, and hopefully in your area canning jar lids are coming back into stock, and if not, tell me what you're doing, because if you're going to the reusable lids or if you just have a stash, like, we're all curious. I'm curious. I'm sure there are other canners out there that are curious. Thanks so much for watching today.